Hello in another episode of Hollow Overhaul. I guess in this episode I might say something about weapon I'm using right now, which is sort of the war. I don't know, I have second thought about this weapon because it's bad, but in the same time very good. It has rather the damage of this weapon is rather low, and maybe later on this weapon isn't even available tool against some bosses. But basically at the beginning of game it is like Drake Sword. It is like Drake Sword from Dark Souls 1. You can easily finish High Wall Lothric or even Roto Sacrifices, as you can see with this sword, because damage is decent. It's just later on you do it no damage to anything, because this weapon barely scaling from your stats, even if it has B for strength. So yeah, that's why I said it is good and bad at the same time. It is good, but in first couple areas. And then there is so many better choices, so many better weapons. So yeah, and the most interesting thing about this weapon is you can Chaos infuse it. This is weapon upgraded with Twiggling Titanite, which can be infusable, but only with Chaos Gem. And the reason why is because it completely changes weapon art of this sword. It's no longer Mortal Blade Slash, it's Folly Meteor. This is pretty much spell which... how this boss is called in Smoldering Lake? The Demon King? Yeah, the old Demon King. This boss has at the beginning of phase 2 attack where he summons meteors, and this is weapon art of this sword if you infuse it with Chaos Gem. The problem is I use it when this sword was plus 3 in Ward fight, and it did 83 damage to Ward. So yeah, with 50-50 face and dexterity, with weapon plus 3, it does 83. If Alpha Meteor will hit Vord directly in head. He's supposed to be weak on fire and dark, and I think he still is. So you have choice how you wanna start the game with this sword. You can use it in regular form, in just simple Sword of War as I have it right now, have a decent damage, and epic stagger weapon art. The weapon art of this weapon stagger bosses and enemies in single hit. So this is one way how you can play with this sword, and the other way is you can infuse it to have chaos Sword of War, and you losing your weapon art because you're not gonna be using something what drains your entire mana, uh, and not doing any damage in process. So yeah, you're losing weapon art, but you're getting little bit more base damage, just a little bit more, and everything in Dark Souls 3 or almost everything is weak to fire, like dogs and cursed serpents. So yeah, you can deal with those enemies easier. So it is definitely interesting weapon. It is definitely interesting weapon. However, I also recorded this video from this location, from Wrath of Sacrifices specifically, because I was curious. I was interested and curious as soon as I read about crashes in this place. But I didn't encounter any, so I guess in this version crashes are no longer a thing. Crashes are no longer a thing, which is good. Now Rakuyo is still broken, it's just instead two individual weapons, it's just one weapon. But in result, the creator make it worse because the damage of this weapon is now way lower and it still cannot be upgraded past plus 7, despite it is just regular Titanite upgrades. Not Twinkling or Titanite Scale, no. You upgraded this with Chunk 2+7 and you cannot upgrade it anymore. I hope one day Creator will do something with this, but I can confirm you already, yes, healing back has been fixed. You can no longer abuse that. Even more, you cannot use this at all because it actually now instead give you HP, it takes away your HP. Seriously, spamming the way of blue will completely drain your HP if you're doing this fast enough. I don't want to demonstrate that. Because I'm Ember. I'm Ember and I don't want to lose this Ember. But yeah, I'm glad this bug is no longer a thing. Every bug fix is good. And by the way, there is new bug in this place which we might encounter. Or maybe it was one time only. I had this before, and I don't know if this is like perma bug for this version or it is just happen randomly. It is nothing really game breaking, it is just little bit annoying. It's just little bit annoying because it is sound bug this time. It's not visual bug or anything. Basically the music upon Eclipse there is Beast of Woods to fight here. There is Beast of Woods to fight and apparently creator of this mod in this version updated soundtrack so it plays before you even enter the boss fight. The problem is the soundtrack for Beast of the Wood plays even if Crystal Sage is still alive. And yeah, music just... yeah, music is just bugged. I don't know how else to call it. It is just bugged, but I hope it won't happen again, and if so, then I guess it is another bug to fix. It's not really special, you can just mute music in this fight and problem solved. But yeah, that is new thing. That is new thing which creator should look. And I'm gonna assume I am only one who's giving feedback about this mod. I'm only one because most people playing this mod like one time or they already played this mod one time and because it is mostly like vanilla Dark Souls 3 they do not play this again, they playing Convergence instead. But for me, personally, I like this mod way more than I like original game. And it's not because it is highly Bloodborne inspired. No, it's just... the game looks and plays way better. It is way harder, but way better in the same time. Die. Thank you. So now there's gonna be Black Knight after me. Yeah, you see, I know what to expect here. I know how to play this. I know what I'm doing. And by the way, this is probably only one weapon which has two different heavy attacks. Two different animations for heavy attacks. Or maybe there is more weapons like this, but you can either have this as heavy attack, this overhead looking attack, or just thrust, characteristic for Claymore. This weapon is in fact Claymore, it's just ignited Claymore, let's call it like that. So yeah, that's cool. It's cool because it looks very stylish, but the other thing why it's cool is because the light heavy attack, let's put it like that. And where the fuck you came from? The light heavy attack cannot break through shields, but the heavy attack can. You know, the thrust can, and this can, but the regular attack, yeah, This one. The regular attack cannot break through shields, is what I'm trying to say. So maybe that's why this weapon has two different heavy attacks. Cause the light heavy attack is like slightly improved the regular attack, and why do not kill those guys with the Salorin Skull? Hey guys, look! Hand, of course. Oh, I like this guy. There we go. So both of them died. So there goes that. I guess we might try to fight with Sage. I guess I have best shot because I have also HP regen. And I think that is another bug. It is bug related for this place and this covenant specifically. Because you don't have health regen anywhere else when you're using different covenants. Or maybe this is like hidden mechanic that I'm not aware of yet. I don't know. The other thing which in some versions of mods happening is you're not always getting the pyromancy flame from Kartux or whatever pyromancy teacher calls. I kind of forgot his name. But you know, the NPC trapped in cage. Yeah, this one. In original game, he gives you the pyromancy flame. But in this mod, not in all version, he can give you this one. And yeah, we have Ember from this lizard. And I don't know, should I even fight with this guy? I mean, I have health regen, so I guess I might just try. I just try. But it's so weird to fight with enemies without the backstab or the parry animation. I mean, it's okay to not make the parry for enemy because not all enemies can be parryable. But this guy is Lothric Knight and Cathedral Knight size enemy. And the Cathedral Knights and Lothric Knights can be repostable and you can parry them and you can backstab them. And you cannot this guy, so I don't know what is about that. I don't know what is about that. Hmm. And you can see now I have health regen, which is like my only one chance for survival here. Only one chance. Thanks, I take it. And I like how this guy can hit me when I am clearly behind him. Makes sense. Life is like box of chocolate. And that sorcerer over there is really necessary here. Let me tell you. Yes. He's so needed over there. Actually, I don't think he can even hit me, but I might just take hit in the back eventually. Gonna be mad. Oh my god. I'm not gonna be fighting with Sage. Because I'm gonna lose my base on this guy. Like you can see, his animation and AI doesn't work properly in 100%. Sometimes he just decides to take a break. No idea why, but he's very unpredictable, and the fact I cannot parry him, repost him, or even backstab him makes fighting with those guys very hard. Let me tell you. Yes. I can never know. Is there like way to tell how many times this guy will swing? Because I don't know how many times he can attack. I mean, he can do 4 or 3 hit combo. but I don't ever know where is safe time to hit him basically. So yeah, from 5 waves to 3 waves, just because this guy. Oh man, just great really. Oh well, let's try to... Yeah, you see, this is what I was talking about. And this music is extremely loud, so let me do something with this. I'm sorry, but this music is extremely loud for me for some reason. And I think it is even louder than my microphone, so yeah. Let's try our best here. And let's maybe use buff. The fact you can buff this weapon is kinda odd, but I'm not gonna be questioned. Oh good. God damn it. So you can hear, this is not the Crystal Sage team, this is Beast of Woods team. Oh, and that has cores, so I'm lucky you missed with this. Friend, I'm really glad you missed. And I think now we are in phase 2. Doesn't help this guy wearing obscure ring. Now I can see him. I can see clearly now. There you are. And do to your fucking stupid crystal soul smash. You cannot teleport. You just abyss, you know this? Now his crystal soul smash lasts way longer, so yeah, it is way harder to fight with him. Neither of them is actually the right one. Oh, do not get hit by the purple breath of fucking thing. I know it is white dragon breath, but his crystals and spells are purple. So let's call it purple dragon breath. Okay, I feel like I can do this. If I won't die by course, I won't die by course. I don't know, is his clone also having course? Probably not, only this guy has course. But he's dead. Before I couldn't speak because yeah, you can hear the music still playing. But as soon as you will leave this boss room, it will... Check this out. Yeah, just in second, complete silence. Just in second, out of nowhere. So yeah, that is the bug which will be constantly happening. Because this is twice now a row I had this. So I'm gonna assume it is part of this version now. As I said, it is... As long as bugs are no like game breaking thing, I'm okay. At least I can laugh. Can laugh and make video about them, hoping creator of mod will watch them, or someone who has contact with him and he will do something to fix it. I really hope this will happen sooner or later. Because let's be honest, it's really annoying to have very loud music. Very loud music in boss fights. Especially if you're doing commentary video. And let me pick this one up and I'm gonna finish this episode. Because it's already long enough for me to do this. So yeah, in this video I just wanted to share with you my thoughts, what I think about this sword, and yeah, there is no bonfire here. I forgot. So let's just go back to Shrine through this. So yeah, it is a definitely very interesting weapon. Later in game it is not so good idea to use this because there are better weapons available. But overall I like this. It's cool you can start with this weapon, and it's cool creative are how creative is creator of this mod basically. Like his idea really fits for my taste, let's call it like that, even if it probably makes no sense. I just like what he's doing with this mod. I like how he constantly updating version, fixing bugs which are in previous one, and obviously making new one to fix. But hopefully, with thanks to my video, he's gonna be on the right path to make this mod perfect. Because this mod is like currently I would say 8 out of 10. There are still some bugs and some mechanics which even I don't understand. And I'm playing this so long, and I would like to, I don't know, maybe just have chit chat with him so he can explain me couple things. Like why my damage is sometimes high, why I had health regen in this video, in this place, because you can see now if I will take damage, my health regen is no longer a thing. So yeah, tell me what the hell that is and why that's happening. Because mods never bother to explain this, there is nothing what can explain this, uh, so I don't get it. But thank you for seeing this episode, and see you in next time. Take care.